take off my slot car race to come in.
Hey, Dave. Wow, we ranked then. Hi, Keith.
Okay. Well, Keith. Thanks for hosting, Steve.
Yes, sir. Glad to do it. Hopefully we'll pull some real world guys in.
I shall have to set up a film on this one.
I didn't catch that, David. I was bouncing off the curb.
I said I shall have set up a film on this one.
Thanks, sir. Hi, John. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Jeff. Jeff?
Good afternoon, all.
Hey, Tom. Hi, Jim. Are you running the race this weekend?
No, I didn't go to Florida.
I was hoping to pull you and some of your buddies into this.
Yeah, I don't know who signed up or whatever.
Hey, Richard.
Hey, Steve. Thanks for doing this. Good evening.
Hi, Dan. Hi, Greg. Welcome. Good to see you. Oh, Robert. Before we get too deep into this one tonight, did you guys get the memo, the notice about the broadcast for Weekend Warriors today?
Yes, sir. About the campfire, should we just send that to you, or is there some specific person we should send them to?
Yeah, I think I will. Somebody suggested to set up a Google Docs file for it, and everybody can upload their file to that. And then I can zip it and send it in.
That would be good.
Just get it right from the Google Docs, too.
Yep.
If you don't do anything, do they just use the default one from iRacing?
That's my understanding. They don't use trading paint, so if we don't send in a custom paint, it would just default to whatever your iRacing scheme is, as far as I know.
It just makes it easier for them to protect their image, that's all. They don't want to get trolled by some copyright lawyer.
Yeah, I'm just a little worried that I actually loaded the file directly into the iRacing directory. I didn't use trading paints to do that. So I'm not sure whether they would sort of stop that from leaking out.
Oh, you'll still see your paint. Well, whatever you got loaded is what you'll see.
Yeah, that's right.
The default, I'm talking about a custom paint job, but I just didn't use iRacing or trading paints to load it. I just manually put it in the proper directory.
You could just rename it, couldn't you? Or add a 2 to it?
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether that's necessary, or do they take care of that automatically and replace it? No problem. I'll just null it out.
It shouldn't do anything to your paint, Keith.
Right, you would see it on your screen if you keep that same one, but they won't see it, right, since they're not using trading paints.
Yeah, GSRC is just modifying their own client.
Yeah, they put in whatever file we send in for your, I guess it's your member number, and that's what the TGA file, and that's what calls up and displays. If they don't have one, as far as I know, it's just your default. And for you, if you uploaded a different one to iRacing, maybe just upload what you want to run to me, and we'll put that in, and then that's what will get used, and that'll overwrite what's there, Keith.
Yeah, I checked with Don Craig, but I'm just not 100% comfortable with all this copyright free.
It definitely gives us a bigger and broader audience and more awareness to everything. I don't see any real downside to it. I was pretty pleased when they asked about doing that.
Take care, there's a car approaching.
That sounds like we're providing some exciting racing for them to display.
All right, so here we are at
Yeah, I watched
Sebring.
your guys' first race, and it was pretty exciting.
There was some good racing Sunday, yeah.
I just hope the next one will end with less crashes.
Alright, so here we are at Sebring. Not really sure what we want to do with the setup. Like I said, we didn't have very much time to practice. But we're jumping in here, and hopefully we have a good time. Looks like people are joining pretty quickly.
Hey, Jim or Greg, as far as the Super Tour Series, I put in weather for this coming Saturday. For future races, would it be better to use Saturday or Sunday's weather to help make it more accurate?
Maybe Sunday, just because that's the longer race.
Are they about 40-minute races on Sunday?
I don't know what it is. It's probably 35.
Well, it looks pretty
Well, I've got
overcast here,
40
Sebring, so
set
I'm
up for
guessing we
this
have some
one,
good,
and for future,
good grip.
if we need to, we can always shorten it down to something more accurate.
Do we have a pit stop in this one?
The track temperature's rising. It's now
No, sir,
80
straight up racing.
Fastest lap for
Sadro.
2:30.8.
40-minute race, right?
It's set up for a 40.
Thank you.
Can do a pit stop if we want, right?
Just you.
Sir, you can always make a pit stop, change tires or something if you want. I think I've got it. It's a carryover from Weekend Warriors. There's one fast repair set up.
Sector 228.125. New session best.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
I gotta say, the track feels pretty good. The car feels pretty good with this setup. Then again, I mean, I haven't really checked the times. Don't know what times these guys are gonna be running. It's possible we may need to change the setup, but right now, this is feeling pretty good.
New session best.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks for hosting, Steve.
Hello.
Dan, good to see you. Glad to do it.
Sector 4.261. New session best.
Hey there, other Dan.
Sector 519.531.
Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
Alright, so here we go. Let's see what kind of lap time we run in comparison to these guys. Hopefully we don't stay at the bottom here in 14.
Sorry about that.
Not sure how many guys will be showing up for this race. It is a Tuesday. Usually we race on weekends for the Weekend Warriors.
Sector 631.187. New session best.
No, don't lose it. She
New
snapped.
fastest lap for
Sadro.
2:29.8.
Well, we lost control. Don't think we hit, did we? Oh, maybe we did. Not sure if I crunched the rear, but we definitely don't want to lose the rear like
Hey,
that.
Whitney, welcome back.
6, 2, 9.
Hey, what's up, Steve? Looks like we
Sector
got
3
some
is
more this week, huh?
0.5 off the pace.
Yes, sir. Starting to show up a little bit. Looks like it might be a good one.
Sector 118.093.
That's good.
0.656 off your best.
Do I remember right? You said you wasn't going down and running this one?
Nah, I'm not running Sebring this year. I'm going to run Coda later on.
Sector 228.485.
I was just talking to the guys a little bit.
Off your best.
I've got the weather set up
Sector
for
1 is
Saturday, and I was
0.9
asking
off
if
the pace.
Saturday or Sunday weather would be better. Jim suggested maybe Sunday since it's a little longer race and stuff. Also, I've got a 40-minute race set up, and maybe that's not accurate. Maybe we ought to shorten it to 30 or 35, but we'll get everybody's input as to what you want to see here.
Yeah, I think it's a 30-minute. Probably Greg Obadiah is probably going. He's on here.
0.125 off your best.
So the key is to not fully lift with these cars, otherwise the rear will snap out from you. And also don't go in so hot and heavy in the final turn. I went into it in 4th gear and the rear started hopping and breaking loose, and not much I could have done then.
422. New session.
Sector 2 is a second off the pace.
So let's see what happens this time.
Sector 631.139. New session best.
We went a bit wide, but we wanted to make sure to have the grip and get through it. Hey, Kane.
Sector
2 minutes 33.6.
P11. That lap was a 2:33.7. Sector
Good to
3
see you,
is
Kane.
0.9 off the pace.
Hey, King.
Yellow flag.
Got a slow car on the right. Go left.
Woo! Tall curves. All right, let's get this thing going again. We needed a good time, but we screwed it
Tim
up.
just told me that all Super Tour races are 35 minutes. So from here on out, I will schedule a 35-minute race.
17.125 off your best.
Sounds good.
Sector 322.500. 0.250 off your best.
Is a 20-minute qualifying good enough? I think that's right, yeah.
15.312. 0.046 off your best.
That should be fine. You're not going to have 60 cars. Yep. I mean, I could shorten it to 15 minutes or something and just put a little more time into practice if that's what everybody wants as well.
New session best.
Yeah, I'd rather have more time in the qual myself. Same here, more qualified.
All right, let's try it again. See if we can get another lap going.
Sector 631.233. 0.093 off your best.
All right, let's see if we can stay committed and actually get a good lap here. We have somebody pretty fast ahead of us. Good gap behind us, so things should be okay for this lap.
2 minutes 40.
Hopefully we can get a good lap out of it.
2.
Lap time 249.720. P12. Laps of fuel 30. On lap 4 of 21. Sector 117.327. 0.031 off your best.
Slow car ahead. Car stopped ahead.
Sector 228.062. New session best. Sector 322.101. New session best.
I screwed that one up.
Sector 415.375. 0.109 off your best.
Turned in a bit too early for two of those corners. So we're losing time as we go through here, but hopefully it'll be okay.
off the pace. New fastest lap for
Sadro.
2:29.4.
I'm down to P12. Let's see what we can do here. Wow, it's a lot of fuel. 30 laps. 6 gallons to get you 30 laps in that thing. Wow.
The car ahead has just done a 2:33.5.
0.032 off your best. Sector
2 minutes 32.04.
P9, we'll see how it goes.
You're currently 2.6 seconds off the leader's pace. Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace.
Laps of fuel 29. On lap 5 of 22. Sector 1 17.687. 0.391 off your best.
Bit of a slide through there, feeling uneasy with it, but we'll try to hang on to it and see what we can do. We're dropping time, it's not good. Back down to P10. I'm sure we'll get shoved down the order as well, but we'll see how we end up with the other guys.
7.750. New session best.
Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
Jeez.
Sector 322.156. 0.047 off.
Ah, locked it up. Damn it, we lost some time there, but we also got some micro stutters going on. That's kind of frustrating right now.
Sector 14.875. 0.609 off your best.
Come on, let's try to make up some time.
Sector 5 19.468. 0.046 off your best.
The leader's just done a 2:29.6.
Got you one.
What's up?
Hey. How are you?
Hey, Greg, good to see you.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Sector 631.233.
Hey, guys.
0.93 off your best.
Hey, Rob.
Hello.
Hi, Rob.
You in, Rob?
Sector
2 minutes 32.253.
Thanks for hosting, Steve.
You're now 2.8 seconds off the pace. That was a
No problem, glad to do it. Thanks for coming out.
Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace.
On lap 6 of 22.
What?
Sector 117.343. 1048 off your best.
I think we got us a race tonight.
Sector
Are you joining us on Discovery?
The guy behind has just done a 2:32.4.
Yeah, I'll be able a little
Sector
bit.
1 is 0.9 off the pace.
Sector 322.422. 0.313 off your best. Sector 14.015.
Sector 2 is 0.4
Slow
off the
car on the
pace.
right.
Damn, I'm losing time here. Didn't take those corners very well. Car was skipping around and bouncing like it normally would, but still, I'm not used to it after driving the other cars I've been driving this week.
Sector 631.125. New session best. Sector 72.
2:31.783.
That's your best lap in the session. That lap time was 2:31.8. That's a new fastest lap for
Halliburton.
2:28.2.
Laps at 27. On lap 7 of 22. Sector 117.312. 0.016 off your best. Sector 227.610. New session best.
You're a second off in Sector 1.
Sector 336.577. 14.468 off your best. Sector 415.312. 0.296 off your best. Sector 519.437. 0.031 off your best.
Let's go and we're going to pit in for a second, make sure the car's okay. Like I said, we're not sure when we spun if we tapped the wall, and that could be slowing us down, or if we're just having a hard time getting up to speed and being consistent today. But we're in P11 so far. We'll see if we stay somewhere around there.
0.468. 0.343 off your best.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Activate limiter.
1,100. 1,000. 900. 700. 600. 500. 400. 300. 200.
Box in 5.
Oh yeah, we did have some damage, it looks like. Well, let's take a look. Things look okay. I mean, I think I'll hang on to the car like this. If we were driving like this, a Brands Hatch, this should work out okay for us.
No problem.
Let's take a look at some of the other cars out on track.
First cone, so my brake marker up. A little wide there, huh?
Are you with me?
That's alright. I've shifted too early, really.
Yeah, I was fully almost locked.
Sorry, the spotter's not on.
I was going to let you through, Dan.
But welcome, I didn't glad to be next to you anyway.
Yeah, and I basically realized I couldn't cleanly pass without your help, so I was backing off anyway.
Well, let's see where we sit right now. We're in a 231.78. Not too bad, I guess. Fast guys running 228s, 230s. So we can improve a little bit, and we know we can. So let's see what happens here. Maybe we can improve a little bit. We're going to give it a try.
All clear on pit exit.
The two here, I mean, they're real world drivers.
I think we got about 3 of us on here. I used to be one.
So there's only one division here, not like in Weekend Warriors, right?
Correct. You're not running them this season, Greg?
No, unfortunately not. I don't think I'm doing much. I would love to, because VIR at the runoffs would be the best chance I have of doing well.
Yep. Well, you got us to get your fix in once in a while, so that's what I do. Said my days were back in the early '90s, but I get my fix in here now.
I guess you're like my ugly girlfriend or something.
What's the other Greg? Greg Cirillo, or is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah, if he drives in the virtual world anyway, like he drives in the real world, we're in big trouble. You on here, Greg?
No, I didn't see him come in yet. He was he was on Facebook earlier. Said he just went to the Oculus Rift, the VR goggles, and he said it's a whole new ball game. Just makes it a whole different world for him.
Yeah, I saw he was saying that he was getting nauseous, which I totally get, but it doesn't happen with mine, for me, I guess.
Yeah, I don't either. I've been running the Rift for over a year now, but said my background is flight simulators and stuff as a profession, so I'm kind of used to that. So it didn't really bother me where it did some.
Well, hopefully he can work up to it. I mean, obviously not tonight, but another time.
Track temperature is increasing.
Sorry, David.
87 Fahrenheit.
No problem. I think we have quite different bracket points there.
0.139 off your best.
Hopefully we can hang on to the car on this lap. It's looking promising.
Sector 322.125. 0.016 off your best. Sector 14.078. 0.06.
Yeah, we're getting a good turnout for the first one. Seen Tora Bonnier on here. She hadn't come in yet.
Oh yeah, Tora races too. She was out at Sonoma.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the
That
pace.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've seen her in the list of drivers, but she hadn't come in. I don't know, maybe she's watching or something. But Tora, if you can hear, come on in and join us.
Is Jason Perry's a member?
Excellent for him.
Fastest lap for
Halliburton.
Yeah, he said he'd like to, but it was just too late for the UK guys. I'm impressed to see some of the Euro guys here, middle of your night.
Only about 4 a.m.
Only.
2 minute 31.06.
That's your quickest lap. Your last lap
Commitment.
time was at 2:31.1. Sector 3
Right
is
side.
0.9
Clear
off
on the right.
pace.
Unless you're used to working midnight shift, I guess.
No, I don't have anything to do at the moment. Just waiting for the next. Yeah, I don't really know how to say it until something starts again.
Well, glad you're here.
This works out really well for me. I'm on the West Coast, so I get home from work and jump in.
There you go. I saw you join the Weekend Warriors, so that'll be fun for us. We keep growing on that one. We put in 30 plus cars on track every week, so look forward to that.
Yep, I'll be there this Sunday.
It's always fun to watch a broadcast after you do the race too.
Yeah, my wife says, always asks, why are you doing that? You were in it. I said, well, it's a little different watching the race than being in it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree. I get the same thing too.
I love watching it.
Yeah, I'm sure if I crash out, I'll be watching it. If not, I'll watch it at work later.
Sorry about that, James. Yeah, I was just watching you and I did the same.
Hey, Mr. Ellers, Francois, anybody else I haven't seen yet? Welcome.
Hi there, thank you. Hello.
let's see where we're at. We're still sitting in P11. Let's take a look, see how much time is left in this session. Seven gallons to get you 49 laps. That's more than plenty. So it's a 40-minute race, and they are, let's see.
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 83 Fahrenheit.
What's up, Francois?
Oh man, I forget you can't even take fuel out of this thing. Okay. So I guess it is what it is. This is what we got. Oh, thanks for tuning in.
What's that, Gag?
Oh, hey. Cool.
Car's too low for that curb.
Hey, Tora. Hello.
I either have to raise the car or not touch that curb.
The guy behind has just done a 231.7.
Sorry, Jeff. Go ahead and pass if you'd like.
Hope you're all fine. I completely butchered that corner as well.
Hey guys, I'm streaming and Tora came into the chat. Says hello to everybody, and they gave Obadia and Ray a hard time.
Yeah, I'm just reading her message on Messenger right now.
Yeah, hopefully she'll get iRacing working again, so it'll be nice. But yeah, I also want to say thanks to Steve and all you guys joining in here, and hopefully we'll have all these guys and girls in here having fun, huh?
Said she had all her drivers fried today. Wow, interesting. Sorry.
Oh, and for me, yeah, SRF, I just race in iRacing. I would like to race in real life. I'm over in Portland, Oregon, so it would be northwest for me, and I go to watch the races there at PIR, but yeah, I definitely would like to get back in a car. Last car I was in was a Honda Challenge car, just a H1, H2 type of car. But I definitely would like to get behind the wheel of one of these. I wish I could race them in real life, but might be a couple years before I can get back into anything at this point. So iRacing's been the way to get my fix for me, you know. Sitting in P12 right now. Hopefully we can improve. Let's see though. This is just practice right now, and then we'll have a 20-minute qualifier. Thinking of bringing the brake bias down just a little bit. See what that feels like. Oh wow, there's only 2 minutes 45 seconds left in practice, so I guess I'll try to get ready. But yeah, feel free to watch, and then most likely I'll try to stream the replay of the race afterwards, and I'll put it up on my YouTube channel or my Twitch. I usually stream to Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So on Facebook it's FRITOSPORT Racing Team, and the screenshots I was taking of the cars, all the drivers, I'll put them up on
the guy behind
on my page, and I'll share it with Steve. All right. Oh yeah, I was at work today trying to watch some racing in between handling service tickets, you know. I guess there's not enough time to really put in a lap now, so we'll see how qualifying goes. Well, we'll get back out there. I know David Gaspers is pretty quick, and same with Kane Halliburton, at least on the iRacing side of things.
Behind, take care. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
For some reason, I'm having a little bit of micro stuttering in the frame rates, at least on the VR headset. Not necessarily on the triple screens, and well, I guess I'm just using the middle screen right now for streaming this, but yeah, in the Oculus Rift, for some reason my frame rates, it doesn't really show it much up there in the iRacing stuff, but sometimes it'll go red and drop down to 30, 40 frames per second, which isn't very good for racing. I appreciate you checking it out, Tora. I try to stream Weekend Warriors, and I'm going to try to stream these races. Ooh, shifted to second too late there. The Weekend Warriors race, the first one of this season, the Silverstone rounds, sadly I missed it, but I did watch the broadcast, and it looked like it was quite an exciting race.
I just wanted to wait for you, Mark.
Thanks, buddy.
1.672 off your pass.
You see that nice 360 and just keep going.
Oh, you did not hit the wall? Cool.
Hopefully I'll have the Twitch chat available for me to see in the Oculus Rift. I just haven't had time to set it up. We've been preparing for the 24 Hours of Daytona for iRacing, and had the Rick Motec Sports Car Series yesterday. Hey, good luck in qualifying, everybody.
Yeah, good luck.
That's the end of the session. P12.
Wow, you know, you're one of the first people I've say that, and you know, it's kind of the same for me. I feel I was faster and I was better on a real racetrack than I ever have been on iRacing. For some reason, sim racing, maybe it's the equipment I have. I mean, I just have a Logitech G27.
Bone killer.
But we'll see.
Did you get a penalty for that, Steve?
All right, so I guess we'll get out on track and try to set a qualifying time right now.
Yeah, no, I did. It wasn't there. It just did.
But yeah, for some reason, I have a hard time with sim racing.
Yeah,
I don't know
cut
if
across
it's...
the yellow line just barely, and it gave me a bad exit.
I don't know what it is. Like I said, the G27, maybe it's not sensitive enough, precise enough. But I always have had the bad habit of early apexing some of the corners. Or coming in too hot and heavy. And you don't want to do that with this car, right? You always want to try to brake in a straight line with this car. But I figure wherever I wind up in qualifying, you know, if I'm in the back, you'll get a good view of what's going on towards the front. So maybe not all the way at the sharp end, but it gives you something to look at.
Sector 228.187. 0.576 off your pass.
Oops. Good thing this is just my out lap. That's one of those corners here at Sebring that always seem to give me a hard time, no matter what car I'm in. It's too bad this series isn't broadcasted, but the Weekend Warriors definitely is. Hopefully, Tora, if you're joining this one, you also join the Weekend Warriors that we race on Sundays. And then, like I was saying earlier to the guys, you know, we always like to watch the broadcast afterwards. It's always good fun. What region are you racing in? And again, I apologize if I don't respond in the chat. I have to try to peek through the Oculus Rift, a little gap in it, to see the chat on my right monitor. But I should have that fixed by next time that we run this. Actually, I'll probably try to work on it tonight and get it set up. Richard Yallen behind me. Hopefully, well, he's pretty quick, I guess, faster than me anyway. We'll see what happens. This is always a tricky corner for me as well.
0.545 off
Ran a bit too wide. All right, here we go for a time lap. All right, let's see what happens. I'm sure Richard will catch me somewhere out here. I was a bit too cautious on that one. Hopefully we can get a good lap time though. Richard's probably in the draft now. He's only a second behind. Really don't want to give up this lap though. Ah, a bit of a slide. We lost time. Scrubbing speed here. Sorry for the slide there, Richard.
Right.
Go ahead.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear on the right.
You're welcome. Hopefully that we can get rid of that slide by catching the draft from him here on this straight. Let's hope it works. I definitely did not feel confidence in that lap.
Thanks, John.
Sector 2 minute 32.391.
Well, Tora, at least you have a full week, I guess, from this day to get everything sorted in iRacing. Excuse me.
Sector 227.891. 1281 off your best.
A little bit of wheel spin. Wow, Richard's already flying up there. He's in P4.
Sector 321.89. New session best. Sector 14.218. 0.202 off your best.
See how much time is left in the qualifier here. 12 minutes. In a way, I'm also a bit nervous if I qualify too high, you know, that skill level's not going to be there.
On the back, and I'll give you sunset.
108 off your best.
That's too bad for Richard. That's too bad he spun back there. I don't think he had very good luck at Silverstone last weekend. I don't remember. I didn't really get to finish watching the stream. I think I'm about 3/4 of the way through it. So I'm not sure what all happened. But it was pretty eventful. I know that from what I watched. I think I pushed the front end a little too hard through that one.
Two minute 30.5.
P6. And I'm not sure that'll hold up though. That curve is a scary one for me. In practice, I ended up getting on top of it and it spun me right around. And that one can collect a lot of people. Now I'm down to P7 now. I'm definitely early apexing that one too much. Oh, Gaspers is flying up here. So I'm guessing it's going to be quite the battle between David Gaspers and Kane Halliburton as far as the iRacers. I'm not sure. I got to know a couple of the guys from the real series. It's really cool, I think, the whole concept of the series that Stevie's putting on. He's 4.6 behind me now, picking up time every corner. You can definitely see how much the draft impacts here. I was able to pick up some good time with Richard pulling me. On my own, not so much. Might as well have a Cadillac out here on bald tires and bodies in the trunk. Ah, messed that one up. Oh, oh. All right, let's go to the pit.
1,290. 1,200.
Yeah, I gotta stop and go because of the unsafe pit entry, but better than getting towed around, I guess. Let's see how much time is left. 9 minutes. It's crazy how these qualifying sessions and practice sessions just seem to fly by. And then when you're racing, you're just hoping time will run out before the guys catch you. At least that's my case.
I hear you say, Tom, that it was afternoon down under.
Yeah, 1:15 now. Lunchtime. They just eat dust.
Oh yeah, well, I think it'd be awesome if you could join, Tora. Weekend Warriors runs on the weekends of every weekend on Sundays. For my time, it's noon, so in Ohio, I'm not sure that's 2 hours ahead of me. So I guess the race will be going on at 1:45 for you. I got a buddy that works the tracks out there in Wisconsin, Ohio, and all that. Michael Key, he's always out there.
Thanks, John.
Oh, I see. The SIT program, huh? 2:28.79. That's awesome. Good time. Oh. Well, I'm sure we can all help you out to get iRacing going again. Just let us know what kind of issues you're having. I'm sure Stevie and everybody will be able to pitch in and help you out. It'd be awesome to have you join us. Oh, the traveling, huh? Well, hopefully it's fun traveling. Let's take a look real quick with the time that's left, what some of the others are running. Let's go to the most exciting. So, oh, we're looking at Mark. It looks like he ran into somebody. I think that's Gaspers behind him. Took a screenshot of them from qualifying. Oh, they're using the bump draft. Doing a little bump drafting. So as far as the results, I don't feel too bad being in P8. Weekend Warriors, I'm usually down around here, mid to down, so not feeling too bad there. I'm happy that I got that tow from Richard. Stevie's right in front of me, and then we have Bob Kern. Daniel Sadro should be pretty quick here. But yeah, as far as the real world racers, we have Whitney Strickland, right? And
Stay behind you, Steve.
Obadia, like you said, Greg. Not sure who else. James Tibber, maybe? Ellers?
I'll try not to screw you up.
Oh, I see you there, Tora. So you did join the session.
That.
Well, hopefully you can make it. I'll be happy to have you racing here with all of us.
Racing.
Take a couple screenshots of the guys here, and then I'll share them with Steve for the inaugural event.
Oh, here comes Tora.
Yeah, she said she couldn't get iRacing to launch, but she's in the session. Hopefully able to work out. Let her know to reach out to us to see if any of us can help out, you know? Awesome. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad we see you in the session, Tora, so hopefully you can get in here and race. Yeah, try to get on track. You still got time.
You have some limits, Mark?
You've got 5 minutes, Tora, so hopefully you can get in here and put a lap in. If not, you know, no shame in starting from the back like I do.
Oh, sorry, John. Looks like we were both trying to give each other room.
All right, I'm going to go back out there for another run. Not much time left, but maybe time for an out lap and a quick lap here. Only 3 minutes, 47 seconds remain in qualifying. I'm down to P9 now. The car sure is moving around a bit. Man, I was surprised how quickly the curb kicked the car up on two wheels. But I gotta say, these are some of the funnest cars to drive because you can be on the edge of your seat the whole time.
Minute 52.428.
Well, my goal for tonight is just to keep it with the rubber side down and hopefully finish the race and not lose too many positions. Hopefully I don't get caught up in any incidents. I mean, the draft will be pretty strong on the straights, so we'll have to be smart about it and hopefully not die in that final corner. Let's see how much time is left now. 45 seconds. Not sure we'll make it back around. I got a bit loose. This is a bad time here for me. Oh well. We're going to try to take that final corner though, just to see how we feel through it. 13 seconds remain. Yeah, qualifying is going to be over before we get to the line. Not sure if they count it or not.
Checkered flags out, P9.
I don't think we'll make it to the line. But either way, we're way off the pace.
There's the flag, it's over.
Well, I'm glad you got in here, Tora, and good luck to everybody.
Laps of fuel 29. On lap 2 of 14.
I'm right behind Steve Ray. Oh, Daniel Sadro's right behind me, and so is Bob Kern. I have a bad feeling those guys are going to get around me pretty quickly. Hopefully we can keep the car together and not have an incident. Like I said, I want to be able to finish. I don't want to crash out. Don't want to crash anybody else out. Uh-oh. Yeah, try to get it all set up, Tora. Even if you start from the back. Get those controls all set up and join us on the track. Should be a fun first round, you know? You still have 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes till we go to the grid. We have a minute 20. Hopefully you can get everything sorted. I know I hate having hardware issues. There are times that I'd rather be working on a car and working through some car troubles than dealing with computer issues. I seem to have issues with the Oculus Rift, having micro stutters. Sometimes I have issues with the PC. The dumb hard drive always seems to get full and I'm not adding anything to it. Oh, hang on to it, James. Oh, that's too bad, Tora. But yeah, feel free to watch. Hopefully, well, you know, worst case scenario, if I crash, I'm going to stream the race. So I'll try to focus on the cars, possibly the leader and most exciting, and try to switch through some different views, whether it's TV view or maybe the chase cam like this. We can do the chase cam. We can do rear chase. Take a look and see what the chopper's like.
It's always full.
So there's the chopper cam. I wonder if we can bring it in more.
Weekend Warriors.
Yeah, that's all I was watching.
That's the end of the session. P9.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to the
Gonna
grid.
mirror the real SCCA races as much as we can anyway.
1 lap till we go green. Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed.
All right, so we're starting from P9.
Nice job, guys. Looks like it's going to be a 2-horse race. And thanks for the setup, Jasper.
No problem. But I don't think it will be only 2 cars so late. The draft is really strong here.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's good, Tora. Even if you can't drive, you can see on your screen as well. Hey, good luck. Have fun tonight.
Yep, good luck, everybody. Thanks for coming out for the first one. It's a good turnout. I'm really happy. Hopefully these things once a month or so won't be too much, and we can pull in some more drivers when the word spreads and just make it a fun thing to do. Hopefully it might even help some of these guys before the weekend.
Yeah, thank you for setting it up, Steve.
Yep. Thanks, Steve. Good luck, everybody. Watch for me crashing fairly quickly.
Thanks, Steve.
We should have some way to indicate who the real world drivers are.
We're the ones in the back.
Virtual halo.
Except for me. I just suck.
Same.
But I'm having fun.
That's it. It's going to be a fun thing.
Chief.
Oh, it looks like we have a fast repair too, so if we crash, it's a lot cheaper than in real world.
The track temp is 82 Fahrenheit. The air temp
And
is
in guys like this, there's also false speed.
82 is not too bad.
Okay, Ed, here we go.
And we're off to the pace lap.
Sector 77.796. New session best.
Even if pace laps are fast, Jeff.
Yeah, I think we got the fast pace car tonight. I think we figured out last week that pace car goes the same speed whether it's on the straight or corners. It doesn't slow down.
10.390 off your best.
Well, this is much better.
Catch the 66 car.
Sector 238.969. 11.359 off your best.
One question. When do we go? When the pace car goes in or at the green flag?
Up to you.
Okay.
You guys take that hairpin back there in second or third?
Second.
Sector 330.937.
Yep, second.
9.046 off your best.
Catch the 66 car.
Oh, my poor frame rate.
5.998 off your best.
It'll get better after lap so.
Hopefully it thins out.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm having issues with the Oculus Rift sometimes doing the micro stutter thing.
Yeah, the Oculus consumes so much.
Sector 526.672. 22.703 off your best.
Yeah, I turned down some of the eye candy and limit the cars displayed to like 10, I think.
Thanks for the advice. I might have to bring down the cars displayed myself.
Yeah, I've had to turn down a bunch of stuff to get it to be run smooth.
I think I'm on low and maybe one thing on medium on the left-hand side of the graphics options, but I'll turn cars down a bit more too.
I turned my side view mirrors on, and I think I just crushed it.
Get ready, going green.
Good luck. Man, it's bumpy out there too on the outside lane.
8 cars in.
I guess I was always trying to go to the inside of this. Here we go, here we go. And it's on. This is gonna be scary.
You're on the left, 3 wide. Right side, 2 wide. Stay on the left. Clear on the right. Car on your right. Clear.
Sector 118.797. 1.719 off your best.
Car on your right. Hold your line, hold your line. Hold your line, hold your line. Clear.
All right, Steve, you got around me. Like I said, I'm out here to survive. It's 40 minutes, but it can feel like an eternity too, and you can get really disappointed quick if you lose it on the first couple corners.
2.062 off your best.
I'm gonna try to play it safe, play it smart for a few laps.
Sector 322.358. 0.467 off your best. Sector 14.578. 0.562 off your best.
No, 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 no.
Car on your left. They're on the left.
No! Oh, come on. Horrible.
You've got wheel damage.
Damn it.
Is now leading.
Well, so much
Drop
for
the
that,
debris
huh?
out there. We have to fix it.
I for sure thought I had the car under control and was able to bring it back, but we have a meatball flag, so we're going to have to come in for that quick repair.
That's my usual move on the first lap, Jim.
Incident in gender BM.
right
Looks
side.
like it's T-Bore. Yellow flag. Watch out.
Oh, no.
Okay.
There's an incident in Le Mans.
Somebody's
We think it
leaking
might
fluid.
be Strickland and T-Bore.
I already got bent steering. Well, so much for that qualifying, huh? Oh, unbelievable. Let's get the car fixed. We'll get back out there, though.
Yellow flag. Caution.
Car stopped right side.
Looks like I'm not the only one having issues.
On the right.
Sunset. It looks like
D-Hunt. 1,389.
watch your speed. Engage limiter. You've got plenty of fuel.
Yeah. Chief.
900.
Temperature.
Oh no, I just can't hear you.
All right.
No, I didn't catch that.
200.
Box in 5.
So we lost quite a bit of time here. We're about 20 seconds down now, so I guess the stream's not going to be that interesting.
Exit is clear. Push now.
Can't believe I blew it on the first lap, though. Let's get back out there and get after it. Never know who's going to suffer the same kind of fate, right? So we went from 9th to 21st.
All right, Ed. The next car is
D-Hunt.
So now I'm just going to try to focus on driving my line and hope others have issues, I guess. Hate to wish that on anybody, but at this point, that's all I can really do. Hopefully you're enjoying the view you're getting from your own screen now, Tora.
0.233 off your best.
Obadiah is now in the lead.
Wow. Greg jumped up there, huh?
Sorry for the tap there, Paul.
I didn't even feel it.
The car in front is
Ellers.
Go ahead, Paul. Come again.
2 minutes.
Thanks, Bob.
16th place.
5-8.
Not really, but okay. I think the crew chief's drunk.
Hey, Jim, how'd you get back here with us slow guys?
Crashing like usual.
And of course they're using the draft off of each other, so I'm not able to make much progress right now. Yeah, for such a short race, I'm not going to be able to catch these guys if they're 20 seconds ahead of me.
Halliburton is leading the race.
Kane is up there now. I was wondering if
Yeah,
Kane
Daniel,
and
yours.
David Gaspers were going to be battling it out today.
The guy behind has just done a 228.7.
Thanks.
The leader has just done a 228.7.
Had trouble engaging it in gear, though.
Uh-oh. Something must have happened to John and Whitney.
Incident in Sunset. We think it might be
Sunset
Leon
Bend.
and Strickland.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to go so wide.
Neither did I.
So I've already used my fast repair. I'm not going to have anything left. So I got to make sure to get this car to the finish without screwing up again.
2 minutes 30.
Well done, Ed. This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. That's the fastest lap. Your lap time was at 2:31.6.
Got on the brakes a bit too hard there. Well, somehow I'm in 20th now. I thought I dropped to 21st. Did Strickland maybe take a tow? Oops. Should have been in second gear there.
Leon in. The gap is now 12 seconds.
Just letting you by.
So much
Not
of this
really.
car feels like you can make up time if you come off the brakes just the right way.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd save it.
Yeah, it's too early to knock myself out.
Well, that didn't take long. Have fun, guys. See you in a month.
See you, Mike.
See you later.
Okay, Ed. The next car is Dion.
15.608. 15.639 off your best.
Hold on to it there, Paul.
Well, at this point, I guess I would be happy to not finish last. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that was just horrible what I pulled off in that first lap.
Sector 631.468. 0.593 off your best.
Car in front is
Ellers. Sector 719.
2 minute 32.
You've just done a 233.0.
Lap time 232.973. P19. Laps of 29. On lap 6 of 22. Sector 117.108. 0.
Grab too much brake again. But I guess it's better to brake early than too late. I wonder if John took damage when him and Strickland got into it.
Slow car ahead.
28.141. 0.531 off your best.
And John up here, I think he's a real world racer, right?
Sector 322.608. 0.717 off your best.
So now he's 5 seconds ahead of me here.
Sector 415.140. 0.125 off your best.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got some damage.
Fears.
He's leading the race.
452. 15.483 off your best.
Oops. Well, I guess, Tora, you can at least save the replay and you could watch the full race also. I'll be saving the replay as well.
Sector 631.577. 0.702 off your best.
That 228 is damn fast. You'll be right up there with these guys. Sadly for me, all I could squeeze out was a, 231 and 230 something. It was a 230.
Sorry about that.
I forget what it was exactly, but it was a 230 with a draft from Richard.
Minute 32.
All good.
0.773.
Lap time 232.773. P19.
I love how if you just point this car and flow through the corner well, it'll work really well for you. You got to be really smooth though with it,
17.593.
which is something I'm obviously lacking here.
6 off your best.
Looks like John's picking up the pace, finding the rhythm. Or I'm losing it. It's one of the two, right?
Sector 228.264. 0.654 off your best. Sector
He's starting to pull away.
Ahead is now 5.5
Uh-oh,
seconds.
looks like Francois had an issue up there.
Incident in tower. Looks like it's...
That car stopped on the right.
Okay, Ed. The next car is...
Right side. Clear.
Gaspers.
Is now in the lead.
Sector 5, 19.702. 15.733 off your bets.
Hopefully we can break the draft and continue heading up there. But John's definitely figured things out now.
Sector 631.375. 0.500 off your bets.
How much time is left in the race?
2 minutes.
23 minutes.
2.822.
Lap time 232.822. Laps of 27.
Quite a bit of bouncing going on.
Sector 117.375. 0.297 off your bets.
Go for it, go for it. Go, 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 go. You got it.
Thanks.
I wonder
Yeah,
if
I wasn't
Francois
sure
had
if you
some
knew
issues
who
there.
I was talking to.
Thanks, guys.
Ellers.
Is now leading.
I see Mark and I see John here.
227.87.
I'm not sure what happened
I
to
assumed it
Richard.
was me because we were going side by side there.
You assumed right. Thank you.
Sector 322.281. 0.389 off your bets.
You're pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 4.6.
Sector 415.281. 0.265 off your bets.
Still trying to figure out what the optimal
Fastest
shift
lap
point
for
is, if it's
Albert.
5,600 RPMs or 58.
The next car is
I've
Dion.
heard different things. Can't imagine it makes that much of a difference there, but who knows, maybe it does.
15.514 off your bets.
I thought these races were going to take place every Tuesday, so I'm guessing it's not a bad thing that you'll be away for a while traveling if it's going to be one race every month.
125.
I forgot that it follows the actual real-life schedule somewhat. Maybe not all tracks are included, right? The ones that are not in iRacing can be.
Sector 718.5.
2 minutes.
You've just done a 231.9.
31.908.
Lap time 231.908. P17. Laps of 26. On lap 9 of 22. Sector 117.358. 0.281 off your bets.
Twenty minutes to go.
Sector 227.937. 0.327 off your bets.
A little too hard on the brakes, braked a little too late. I feel like I make progress and then I have a small mistake and then that time goes back up.
Sector 322.202. 0.311
So Dion in front is now 5.3 seconds.
That's a little more than that.
Okay, Ed, halfway home. Fuel's good.
Gaspers.
Oh no,
He's now in the lead.
Sector 5, 19.218. 19.250 off your pass.
There's an incident in Tower. It looks like.
Rude.
Oh, Francois, I lost it. So now I'm at the bottom of the pack again. Oh, John Ellers is gone now too. So we've lost Richard Yallen, John Ellers, Daniel. Forget who else is disconnected already. 20 minutes to go. Ooh, we're getting close.
0.250 off your pass.
Oh, these guys are battling, Mark Ehan and John Dion. Hopefully if they battle enough, I can catch up.
31.403.
Lap time 231.403. P16. Laps of fuel 25. On lap 10 of 22. Sector 117.406. 0.328 off your pass.
Ooh, got a little bit of understeer on that one. Luckily, I'm remembering to at least keep partial throttle on it, because the motto should be, you lift, you die with these things.
Sector 227.985. 0.375.
Ah, too much brake. Dion and Gihan are fighting.
Nice save, Jeff.
Thank you.
And that's one thing that's pretty cool about the Weekend Warriors, that no matter where you are on the grid, you're always guaranteed a good battle with somebody.
342 off your pass.
Unless you're like me and crash out of turn or lap one.
The leader has just done 228.2. That's a new fastest lap for
Halliburton.
228.0.
Halliburton.
Oh good, Francois got another car. So he took his fast repair, I'm guessing.
Sector 5, 19.297.
Slow car ahead.
328 off your pass.
Right side. Still there. Stay on the left. Clear.
Well done, Ed. Great move. Keep it up.
1.108 off your pass.
on the inside. On the inside, David.
Sector 718.56.
2 minutes 32.763.
Lap time 232.763. P15. Laps of fuel 24. On lap 11 of 22. Sector 117.264. 0.187 off your pass. Sector 227.718. 0.108 off your pass.
Alright, Ed. You're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 2.9 seconds. He's slower than us through Christensen.
Sector 321.983. 0.092 off your pass.
Sector Dion behind is increasing. It's now 0.8.
Sector 418.156. 0.140 off your bets.
The car in front of us is
Dion Gaspers.
He's leading the race.
Oh, come on. Time's going to be running out soon. Before I know it, we'll be down into the 8-minute, 10-minute mark. Come on, let's get up there. We need to be in the draft range, and I think we might have dropped John, I'm not sure. We'll see. After this corner, hopefully we can get a gap going and break the draft. And hopefully be in Mark's draft, but we'll see. Let's hang on to it, come on. There we go. 1 second, hopefully that's enough. Come on.
Minute 31.
Almost a 31 flat. Still not a 228 though. No curbs, no curbs. I find that I have to left foot brake with this car quite a bit just to hold the balance through some of the corners. Kind of trail brake it through, you know? But it's hard because you don't want to do it too late, right? You got to brake in a straight line with these.
Sector 227.500. New session best.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear on the left. Clear left.
Fucking great pass, mate. Well done.
Sector 322.297. 0.406 off your bets.
Thank you, Mark.
Oh, you know.
Sector 415.234. 0.218 off your bets.
Okay, Ed. The next car is Walsh.
Fierce.
All right.
Faster than me, maybe you can pull me up.
I'll try to be consistent.
Sector 519.516. 18.547 off your bets.
It's like the high line at Talladega, Bob.
All right, let's see if we can catch up to Keith Walsh. My goal really, if we continue like this, would really to be back in P9 by the end of the race, but I highly doubt it. Look at those gaps, man. I mean, closest cars after this one are 21 seconds ahead.
0.233 off your bets.
Ah, we ran wide. Kane's already showing up in the relative.
231.5. Sector 1 is 4.5 seconds off the pace.
So we're catching up here to Keith.
Sector 117.406. 0.328 off your bets. Sector 227.797. 0.297 off your bets.
Okay, let's go get Keith. We'll try to do it on the straight. Don't want to make any rash movements.
Sector 321.858. New session best. Gaspers.
He's leading the race.
18.234. 0.218 off your best. Second 519.562. 13.593 off your best.
Incident in Jen Debian. It looks like
Gihan.
there's an incident in Le Mans. It looks like it's
Gihan.
Car on your left. Still there.
Sector 630.
Clear on the left. Clear left.
0.843 off your best.
All right. Got the pass done on Keith. Let's keep moving up. Let's see what happens. We're up to P13.
Sector
2 minutes.
Now we'll try to
okay. Keep
run a
it nice
quick
and smooth.
lap here and see
The
if we
race
can
coming to us.
break the
P11.
draft.
That lap time was 2:32.2.
Laps of 21. On lap 14 of 22.
The guy ahead is
Simmons. 0.219 off your best.
So we might have broke the draft. No, he's coming. And then Simmons, that's P12. They're 22 seconds ahead. No way. No way. Okay, we got to do something here.
7.797. 0.297 off your best.
There we go. 1.6. So we broke the draft. Hopefully we can keep on moving up and just run in free, clean air. Only 7 minutes, 42 seconds remain here. So the best we can hope for is this.
0.000. 0.141 off your best.
new fastest lap for
Oh, poor Mark.
2:27.9.
I don't know why these guys didn't take their quick repairs. I mean, yeah, you're not going to win the race, but you can still have fun. Oh, no, 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 no!
Shit, Ed. Track
Quickly,
limits.
cut the
Come on.
course back there. We'll have to slow down and get up the time gain.
Damn it, damn it, damn it.
Gaspers.
It's now
That was damn scary.
Sector 521.077. 17.108 off your best.
That was a scary ride. Whew, I'm sweating now. Well, the gap we made gave it right back to Keith. All right. So about 7 minutes remaining. Let's not do that again. Wish I had a windshield tear off or a, well, you know what I mean.
172.
All right, Ed.
Tear off
Next
from my
car is
helmet.
Obadiah.
Came into that one
Hey,
totally
go on the
wrong.
inside there, Rob.
Thank you.
Sector 7.
Looks like Keith and John are going to be fighting a little back there.
3.07.
Man, smooth is fast, and we need fast right now. You're 12th.
0.070. Laps of 420.
I'm 13th. Crew chief. Chief.
0.328 off your best.
Are you drunk, Chief? Keeps calling out the wrong positions, can't hear me. We'll have to work on that software soon. Try to get things dialed in. 5 minutes 30 remain.
Sector 228.047. 0.547 off your best.
Uh-oh, something happened to Keith. Chief, who's behind me?
Repeat, please.
Never mind.
B2, 1:23 ahead. is.
Simmons. Sector 14.531. 0.515 off your best.
Gee. Of all the corners in iRacing, I hate that one.
You must be talking about the lap.
Decrease to 2.9.
That'll be it.
I just bought myself a fast repair there.
Sector 631.358. 0.483 off your best.
I'm surprised there's not more grip out there. I've been basically putting rubber on every square inch of it.
Now, the guy behind is catching. P11.
Damn it. Hopefully Greg doesn't catch him by the time we get to the finish. I'll try to keep him back there, Tora, but I don't know if I can. I think he's going to be pretty quick.
0.313 off your best.
No, he's coming. He's coming pretty fast. So Greg will probably catch up to me there. He's flying up on me. So we might end up P13, not P12.
Sector 227.937. 0.437 off your best.
No. Oh, come on.
Watch the track limits. We'll get a
Stay
penalty
set
if we
course
don't.
back there. We'll have to slow down and get up time gains.
Thank you.
Silly mistake and gave him the gap here.
2.032 off your best.
Here comes Greg. He's in the draft. He's probably going to strike on the straight.
There you go on the inside, Steve.
Is now leading.
Thanks, sir.
Sector 519.500. 18.531 off your best.
No, he's coming. He's got the draft. Maybe if I let him by and then use a draft on him in the last lap.
New session best. Sector 718.3.
2 minutes 33.041.
Lap time 233.041. P12. Laps 19. On lap 17.23. Sector
Halliburton is leading the race.
1062 off your best.
Oh, Greg, he's got me sweating. I don't even want to know how much time is left now. I just want it to be over.
Sector 227.812. 0.312 off your best.
Come on, let's get away. Let's get away.
Sector 321.922. 0.063 off your best.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. Steve, that sucks. Just touch that grass.
Oh yeah, that's a killer.
Sector 5, 19.422. 15.453 off your best.
Sorry, Kane, I messed up there.
Sector 630.889. 0.076 off your best.
Final lap. Oh no, Greg lost it. Looks like Greg lost it in the back. Oh no, what happened, Greg?
Sunset. We think it might be.
Went down too many gears. Good job not getting spooked by me, man. You were gonna have me at the end anyway.
I don't know, you got me sweating bullets up here. With buckets, I mean.
No, you had it, man. You had it.
I was getting nervous.
You weren't showing it.
Oh, thank you.
Sector 228.391. 0.891 off your best.
Whew. Man, oh man. Feel like I can finally start to breathe, but still.
That was a lot of fun towards the end, Kane.
Sector 316.110. New session best.
Okay, let's get the car to the finish. And then we'll probably let the replay go for a bit until the network
good race,
channel
everybody.
closes.
0.062 off your best.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun race.
Yeah, congrats, podium. Good job, everybody. Thanks for coming out.
19.327.
Thanks for putting it on. Had a great time. I have a lot to learn.
Too bad, Paul. That was a great race.
A lot of fun, Bob. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I just don't feel comfortable bouncing the car on the E.
That was an epic battle for that last turn, lap after lap.
Yeah, it was a blast.
631.531. 0.718 off your
Okay, that was
best.
good fun, Jeff. Good racing with you.
It's a big pile up in turn 1.
Yeah, fun. One more lap, you probably would have had me.
Demo derby?
Killed me.
Sector 718.50.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That last turn.
That's it.
Turned out to
We're
be
done.
slow today,
Here's
I
the second
think.
flag.
Lap time 232.
Bring it on home and let's get out of here.
P12.
Yeah, good pressure, Robert. You have been watching you. Thank you, guys. That was fun.
Yeah, spread the word, guys. Appreciate you coming out. A good turnout tonight. Had a lot of fun. And we'll do it again next month at CODA.
Oh man, Coda, that'll be a challenge.
Cool. Never been there.
The stuff nightmares are made of for me.
I'm with you, Rob. I haven't raced there, done anything either, so got a new track to learn.
Incredible play.
I'll just wait till next month.
Hope to join you guys next time. It was a ton of fun to watch.
Hey, Tor, sorry you couldn't make it in with us. I heard your setup, something was going wrong, but yeah, hope you join us.
Yeah, the computer fried today. I got everything set up halfway through the race, but I got to spectate. It was a ton of fun. Hope to join next time.
Steve, thanks again for putting all this on. It's a blast.
Yeah, take care, everybody. Lots of fun meeting new faces, too. See you next round.
Good night. Yeah, see you guys next time.
All right, now I'm gonna set the replay. Let's see here. We'll go back. Let's see. We're just gonna set it up on most exciting and just see what happens. Let's see. Most exciting, and we're gonna go back to lap 1, I'm guessing. Yeah, let's take a quick screenshot of that. That looks too cool to pass up. Let's see. Take a shot of these guys here and the leaders. All right, so let's see. We need to press play, but first, let's get out of the rig. Okay, come on. Right there.
Two litres remaining. Okay, Ed, very little fuel left. Hit this lap, in this lap. There's an incident in Sunset. We think it might be Strickland and Tebow. There's a big mess in turn 1. Watch your speed limit in the pits. Engage the limiter. We'll fuel you to the end of the race. Exit's clear. Push. There's a big pile up in turn 5. a big pile up in the hairpin. There's a big mess in Fangio chicane. There's a big pile up in Cunningham. There's a big pile up in Collier. There's a big mess in Tower. There's a big pile up in Bishop. There's a big pile up in Gendebien. There's a big mess in Le Mans. There's a big pile up in Sunset. There's a big pile up in Turn 1. There's a big pile up in Christensen. There's a big mess in Turn 5. There's a big mess in the hairpin. There's a big pile up in Fangio chicane. There's a big pile up in Cunningham. There's a big mess in Collier. There's a big pile up in Tower. There's a big pile up in Bishop. There's a big pile up in Gendebien. There's a big mess in Le Mans. There's a big pile up in Sunset. Incident in Turn 1. It looks like Walsh and Tebow. There's an incident in Christensen. It looks like it's Walsh and
Simmons.
incident in the hairpin. We think it might be Walsh, T-bore, and
through.
There's a big mess in Fangio chicane. There's an incident in Cunningham. It looks like Walsh, T-bore, and
through.
You're reeling Dion in. The gap is 11 seconds. He's pretty slow into Christensen. There's an incident in Tower. It looks like it's Walsh, T-bore, and
through.
There's an incident in Bishop. We think it might be Walsh, T-bore, and
through.
There's an incident in Gendebien. It looks like it's Walsh, and
through.
there's a big pile up in Sunset. There's a big pile up in turn 1. Incident in Christensen. It looks like Walsh.
Through.
And
Simmons.
There's an incident in the hairpin. We think it might be Walsh.
Simmons.
And
through.
Incident in Fangio chicane. It looks like Walsh, T-bore, and
Simmons.
There's an incident in Cunningham. It looks like it's Walsh and
Simmons.
Incident in Collier. It looks like it's Walsh and
Simmons.
There's an incident in Tower. It looks like Walsh and
Simmons.
There's an incident in Fisher. We think it might be Walsh and
Simmons.
There's an incident in Gendebien. It looks like it's Walsh and
Simmons.
there's a big pile up in Sunset. There's an incident in turn 1. We think it might be Walsh and
Simmons.
Incident in Christensen. It looks like Walsh and
Simmons.
There's an incident in turn 5. We think it might be Walsh and
Simmons.
incident in the hairpin. It looks like it's Walsh and
Simmons.
There's an incident in Fangio chicane. It looks like Walsh and
Simmons.
incident in Cunningham. It looks like Walsh and
Simmons.
There's an incident in Collier. We think it might be Walsh and
Simmons.
There's an incident in Tower. It looks like it's Walsh and
Simmons.
The gap to Dion ahead is increasing. It's now 5.3 seconds. Incident in Bishop. We think it might be Walsh and
Simmons.
There's an incident in Gendebien. It looks like Walsh and
Simmons.
There's an incident in Sunset. It looks like it's Walsh
Jacobson.
and
Simmons.
there's an incident in Turn 1. It looks like it's Walsh and
Simmons.
there's an incident in Sunset. We think it might be
Brew.
incident in Christensen. It looks like Walsh and
Simmons.
there's an incident in the hairpin. We think it might be Walsh and
Simmons.
there's an incident in Fangio chicane. It looks like Walsh and
Simmons.
incident in Cunningham. It looks like it's Walsh and
Simmons.
there's an incident in Collier. We think it might be Walsh and
Simmons.
incident in Tower. It looks like Walsh and
Simmons.
there's an incident in Fangio chicane. It looks like it's
Brew.
there's an incident in Bishop. It looks like it's Walsh and
Simmons.
incident in Gendebien. It looks like Walsh and
Simmons.
there's an incident in Tower. We think it might be
Brew.
incident in Bishop. We think it might be
Brew.
there's an incident in Sunset. It looks like it's
Simmons.
and Walsh. There's an incident in Le Mans. It looks like
Brew.
incident in Turn 1. It looks like
Simmons.
there's an incident in Sunset. It looks like it's
Brew.
there's an incident in Christensen. We think it might be
Simmons.
and Walsh. Incident in turn 1. We think it might be
Route.
There's an incident in the hairpin. It looks like
Simmons.
there's an incident in Fangio chicane. It looks like it's
Simmons.
there's an incident in Cunningham. It looks like it's
Simmons.
incident in Collier. We think it might be
Simmons.
there's an incident in the hairpin. It looks like
Route.
there's an incident in Tower. We think it might be
Simmons.
and Walsh. Gap to Dion. Ahead is now 5.0 seconds. There's an incident in Fangio chicane. It looks like it's
Route.
incident in Cunningham. It looks like
Route.
there's an incident in Gendebien. It looks like
Simmons.
and Walsh. There's an incident in Tower. It looks like it's
Route.
incident in Sunset. We think it might be
Simmons. Jacobson.
and
Bradwell.
there's an incident in turn 1. It looks like it's
Simmons.
incident in Christensen. We think it might be
Simmons.
there's an incident in turn 5. It looks like
Simmons.
incident in the hairpin. It looks like
Simmons.
there's an incident in Fangio chicane. It looks like it's
Simmons.
there's an incident in Cunningham. We think it might be
Simmons.
there's an incident in Collier. We think it might be
Simmons.
there's an incident in Tower. It looks like it's
Simmons.
incident in Bishop. It looks like
Simmons.
there's an incident in Gendebien. It looks like
Simmons.
incident in Le Mans. It looks like it's
Simmons.
there's an incident in Fangio chicane. We think it might be
Route.
there's an incident in Sunset. It looks like it's
Simmons. Jacobson.
and
Bradwell.
incident in Tower. It looks like
Route.
there's an incident in turn 1. We think it might be
Simmons.
there's an incident in Sunset. We think it might be Dion. There's an incident in Christensen. It looks like
Simmons.
incident in turn 5. It looks like it's
Simmons.
There's an incident in the hairpin. It looks like it's
Simmons.
incident in Fangio chicane. It looks like
Simmons.
there's an incident in Cunningham. We think it might be
Simmons.
incident in Collier. It looks like it's
Simmons.
there's an incident in Tower. We think it might be
Simmons.
there's an incident in Bishop. It looks like
Simmons.
there's an incident in Gendebien. It looks like it's
Simmons.
there's an incident in Le Mans. It looks like
Simmons.
incident in the hairpin. We think it might be
Brew.
there's an incident in Fangio chicane. It looks like
Brew.
incident in Sunset. We think it might be
Simmons. Jacobson.
and
Bradwell.
there's an incident in turn 1. It looks like it's
Simmons.
there's an incident in Sunset. It looks like Dion. Incident in Christensen. We think it might be
Simmons.
there's an incident in turn 5. It looks like it's
Simmons.
there's an incident in the hairpin. We think it might be
Simmons.
there's an incident in Fangio chicane. It looks like
Simmons.
incident in Cunningham. It looks like it's
Simmons.
there's an incident in Collier. It looks like it's
Simmons.
incident in Tower. It looks like
Simmons.
there's an incident in Bishop. We think it might be
Simmons.
there's an incident in Gendebien. We think it might be
Simmons.
there's an incident in Le Mans. It looks like
Simmons.
incident in the hairpin. It looks like it's
Brew.
incident in Fangio chicane. It looks like
Brew.
there's an incident in Sunset. We think it might be
Simmons. Jacobson.
and
Bradwell.
there's an incident in Collier. It looks like it's
Brew.
there's an incident in turn 1. We think it might be
Simmons.
there's an incident in Bishop. It looks like it's
Brew.
incident in Sunset. It looks like Dion. Incident in Christensen. It looks like
Simmons.
there's an incident in turn 5. We think it might be
Simmons.
There's an incident in the hairpin. It looks like it's
Simmons.
There's an incident in Fangio chicane. It looks like
Simmons.
There's an incident in Cunningham. We think it might be
Simmons.
incident in Collier. It looks like it's
Simmons.
incident in Tower. It looks like it's
Simmons.
There's an incident in Bishop. We think it might be
Simmons.
There's an incident in Gendebien. It looks like
Simmons.
incident in Le Mans. It looks like
Simmons.
there's an incident in Sunset. It looks like it's
Simmons. Jacobson.
and
Bradwell.
there's an incident in Turn 1. We think it might be
Bradwell. Jacobson.
and
Simmons.
there's an incident in Sunset. It looks like Dion and Walsh. There's an incident in Turn 5. It looks like it's
Bradwell.
and
Simmons.
incident in Turn 1. We think it might be Dion and Walsh. Incident in the hairpin. We think it might be
Bradwell. Jacobson.
and
Simmons.
there's an incident in Fangio chicane. It looks like
Bradwell. Jacobson.
and
Simmons.
there's an incident in Cunningham. It looks like it's
Bradwell.
and
Simmons.
there's an incident in the hairpin. We think it might be Dion. Incident in Tower. It looks like
Bradwell.
and
Simmons.
there's an incident in Fangio chicane. It looks like it's Dion and Walsh. Incident in Bishop. It looks like it's
Bradwell. Jacobson.
and
Simmons.
there's an incident in Gendebien. It looks like
Bradwell.
and
Simmons.
there's an incident in Bishop. We think it might be Dion. There's a big mess in Sunset. There's an incident in Le Mans. It looks like it's Dion. Incident in Turn 1. We think it might be
Bradwell. Jacobson.
and
Simmons.
there's an incident in Sunset. It looks like Dion and Walsh. There's an incident in Turn 5. It looks like it's
Bradwell. Simmons.
and
Jacobson.
there's an incident in Turn 1. We think it might be Dion, Walsh and
Obadiah.
incident in the hairpin. It looks like
Bradwell, Jacobson,
and
Simmons.
incident in Fangio chicane. It looks like it's
Bradwell, Jacobson,
and
Simmons.
there's an incident in Cunningham. It looks like
Bradwell, Jacobson,
and
Simmons.
there's an incident in the hairpin. We think it might be Dion, Walsh, and
Obadiah.
there's an incident in Fangio chicane. We think it might be Dion, Walsh, and
Obadiah.
there's an incident in Cunningham. It looks like Dion, Walsh, and
Obadiah.
incident in Collier. It looks like it's Walsh. Incident in Le Mans. It looks like it's
Bradwell,
and
Simmons.
there's an incident in Bishop. It looks like Dion, Walsh, and
Obadiah.
there's an incident in Genderbien. We think it might be Walsh. There's an incident in Le Mans. It looks like Walsh. There's an incident in Turn 1. We think it might be
Simmons, Jacobson,
and
Bradwell.
incident in Sunset. It looks like it's Dion, Walsh, and
Obadiah.
incident in Turn 5.
Let's take a look, see if we see. Oh, network channel is closed. Oh, that was Paul and Bob Kern. Those guys already got to the finish now. That was Kane Halliburton. He took the win. Gasper's in second. Take a look at this battle really quick. Oh, look at these guys. They are battling for position here. Up to the final corner. Oh no, he's losing it. Damn. That was crazy, crazy finish. Coors Light, James Tabor here. Oh, Stevie Ray, that's too bad. He took that damage. There we have Keith, Daniel Sadro. He spun his cookie there. Let's get a shot of Greg here. And here I am coming around the final corner. Man, the car sure bounces a lot here at Sebring. But now we're headed off to a dirt rally, so my daughter Isabella can run her stages in the shakedown for the Crest Autosport Rally Championship. We're headed to Rally Poland next. I ran the shakedown earlier. We did some analyzing of that. Analyzing my mistakes. And the pace car shot. Alright, so we're going to head out of here. Like I said, we're going to stop streaming, and now Isabella's going to be streaming her runs in the shakedown. We'll go ahead and save this. This was Spec Racer Ford. I'm not sure exactly what to call this series. I forgot what Stevie was naming it, but we'll call it In Real Life. Esports In Real Life, SRF at Sebring, round 1. That sounds good. So thanks for tuning in. We'll be back up on the channel in a few minutes.